Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for tuning in at this time of the evening. Thank you so much. We have a lot to talk about, and everything that I said would take... Oh, Lord, what am I doing? No! Okay. Forgot to turn the volume off. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for tuning in. Let me continue. Elron Humperdinck, hello everyone. So, what have I been telling you every single day for about 3 years? I said don't believe the horrible theatrical performance, the farce, the sham. I said it's all nonsense. They cheated Bernie Sanders. It's like having someone total your car and then giving the same person the keys over and over. Oh, here's my new Lamborghini. Here's my new Ferrari. Oh, here's my new Mercedes. Here's my new BMW. Oh, my goodness. That's bizarre. You totaled it again. Here's the keys again. Here are the keys. Here, have fun. Have fun. Oh, I just got this amazing new Ferrari. I know that you've totaled 10 cars prior, but let me just give you the keys, because you know what? This time will be different, because I trust you. They have rigged this election even more than the last one. But that's okay. I'm voting Trump. And I explained below in the pinned comment why Bernie 2016 supporters should vote Trump 2020. But I want to read you this, ladies and gentlemen. I want to read you this, ladies and gentlemen, because in 2017, February of 2017, I wrote in the Huffington Post, the article is below, get it viral. Clinton 2020 is a reality. Get ready for 8 years of Trump. The mere notion sent shivers up people's spines. Every day was Halloween thinking of Clinton running again, and you know what? I said it's happening. Not only is it happening, it was the groundwork to have it take place was set even before the 2016 election. But here, this is a Las Vegas Review Journal article a couple of hours ago. Hillary Clinton has path to Democratic presidential nomination. You know where her path was? Stepping over Beto O'Rourke. Stepping over Beto O'Rourke's failed campaign. You see, because Beto O'Rourke is no longer there. Kamala Harris let her entire New Hampshire field office go. Biden has money problems, and he couldn't raise money. Like if kids were at a lemonade stand for the weekend selling lemonade, they'd raise more money than Joe Biden. Then you have Bernie Sanders, and what they did to Bernie was ingenious. They're like, you're going to let Elizabeth Warren cut my movement into two. Wow. That is really wonderful. How very nice of you. No, far be it from me to be upset. Was that also a Russian plot? To have Hillary, to have the Russians had Elizabeth Warren. Oh, that's fantastic. Job for 9! I love the live shows. Job for 9, thank you. Job for 9, thank you. Job for 9, thank you very, very, very much. So let's read this, everyone. Let's read this. Hillary Clinton has a path to Democratic presidential nomination. This is just Las Vegas Review Journal is a very well-known publication, and Eric H526, thank you. Thank you, Eric H526, for everything, always. Thank you. You're awesome. So let's read this. The Democratic presidential field is so weak that Hillary Clinton would be nuts not to run for president one last time. It wasn't supposed to be this way. Very intelligent gentleman who wrote this. A year ago, it looked as if Democrats would have a plethora of interesting candidates. Senator Kamala Harris, Senator Cory Booker, and Julian Castro offered relative youth and diversity. See, that's the thing. Simply having a lot of people doesn't mean you have a plethora of interesting I like the author here. So this is nothing, the author is a very, is an excellent journalist. So I'm not saying anything. I'm not critiquing the writing. I'm not critiquing the thought process. I'm just saying Democrats and media in general looked at things like, well, we have a whole lot of people. They all said the same thing. The only people who actually said something different, like Bernie Sanders or Tulsi Gabbard or Elizabeth Warren, have gotten eviscerated one way or another. That's where, the Democratic Party was never interested in Medicare for all. Never, ever. And they weren't going to listen to angry millennials who wanted Medicare for all, even though it's a noble thing. They were playing these people and knowing very well that whether you're in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, if you didn't vote for Trump or if you voted for Clinton in 2016, you'll vote for Clinton in 2020. I said it's all about Clinton. The Democratic Party, don't get me started. Okay, let me just finish this article. So, Senator Amy Klobuchar from Minnesota expanded the party's appeal in the Midwest. No, she didn't. She said 1% or 2 or 4%. She never even broke 4%. Nobody knows who Miss Klobuchar is. Nobody knows who Senator Klobuchar is. Nobody. She eats salad with a comb. That's what they said. She eats salad with a comb. Okay? You can't do that and expect to win anything. Well, I guess she's senator, so. But they didn't know she ate salad with a comb before that. Anyway. Beto O'Rourke almost pulled off a historic upset in his Texas Senate race. Yeah, because he basically outspent Ted Cruz, who's not really a great candidate. Ted Cruz is basically an establishment type of person, although he pretends not to be. There was energy and excitement. No, there wasn't. There wasn't energy and there wasn't excitement. That ended completely. There are no more wind. There's no more wind in the sails of the Democratic Party. They extinguished any energy, anything, after they cheated Bernie Sanders. But let's continue. Fast forward to the present. A trio of white folks in their 70s are leading the field. Senator Bernie Sanders remains a wide-eyed socialist. Medicare for all, which is noble but not feasible. And how do I know? Because Democrats haven't passed anything. Haven't passed the Medicare for all bill. He recently had a heart attack, but he still has more energy than Joe Biden. Biden's advisors have decided that his best strategy is to talk as little as possible. That's true. That's also Biden's own decision. Senator Elizabeth Warren has a plan for everything except how to pay for her plans. Her primary opponents have ignored the fact she falsely claimed, she failed her DNA test. President Donald Trump will show no such restraint. 2 weeks ago, the New York Times reported the Democratic donors aren't happy with the field. They think Warren is too liberal to beat Trump. Sanders is more extreme than Warren, but barely receives consideration as the possible nominee. So this is a well-written article, okay? And then let's continue. So party insiders worry that Biden is fading, and not just because of his lackluster debates and repeated gaffes. Iowa Democrats think he could fall to third or fourth place in their caucus. With $8.9 million in cash on hand, he has a money problem too. Sanders has $33.7 million. Warren Buttigieg have around $25 billion. After two primaries, that's all gone. It's not just the elites who have doubts. The more Democratic voters see their presidential candidates, the less certain they are about their vote. A recent Suffolk University USA Today poll in Iowa found that 63% of those who supported a candidate said they could change their support. Biden led the poll with 18%, but even more people, 29%, were undecided. That's up from 21% undecided in June. So let's continue. What did I say would happen? It's happening, people. Ghost Lord, thank you. It's happening, people. And I've been saying this obsessively for 3 years. And I wrote about it twice, once in the Huffington Post in 2017 and the Times of Israel in 2019. There is no Democratic Party. The sooner people realize that, the sooner we can get along to just understanding reality. Clinton is an exception and is reportedly interested in running again. No. The Golden Moo is running again? If she thinks she could win, she can. Oh, really? But if she doesn't think she could win, she's going to, campaign for Warren? What? There's not a chance in the ever-expanding universe that Hillary Clinton would ever do anything for Elizabeth Warren. Ever, 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 ever. The notion that Madam Cyberhack would ever do anything. Oh, creating Wingless Angel. Tomorrow is Godzilla's birthday? I didn't know that. I did not know that at all. Nice. Wingless Angel, thank you. Hope all is well. Wingless Angel. That's awesome. The vast majority of Democrats voted for her 3 years ago, at least during the general election. Unlike Biden, Obama has previously endorsed one of her campaigns for president. She has deep support within Clinton has the best electability argument of any candidate. She beat Trump in the popular vote. She outspent Trump 2-1. Then people don't care about that, but it's true. Biden's polling has been fading since May. Clinton's entry would erode it further. Clinton was tied. I just did a segment. Clinton's tied with Biden in the Harvard-Harris poll. They're both around 18%. If Biden isn't the presumptive frontrunner, he doesn't have a compelling case to make. His candidacy would likely collapse with his support going to Clinton. Of course. Who wants Biden? Does anyone want Botox B? He doesn't. Look. He doesn't want to run. Do you understand? Leave the man alone. Leave the man alone. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. He doesn't want to run. He's tired. He has zero interest in running. I have a better chance of becoming president than Biden. Amazingly, in the modern Democratic Party, Clinton and Biden are the moderates. If Clinton announced before Thanksgiving that she was running, I'd make her the odds-on favorite to win the Democratic nomination. Yeah! Las Vegas Review-Journal. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Look at that. Thank you, Eric H526. Thank you. So, oh wow, let me check that out. Oh wow. Oh, wow, Canelo Alvarez won. Oh, wow, that's awesome. I have to, okay, so. There was a lot of fights today. A lot of, this is like a big Saturday. Canelo Alvarez stops Sergey Kovalev, becomes 4 division. Wow. That's amazing. That is amazing. Canelo Alvarez is amazing. Sergey Kovalev was amazing, too. For a while, he was like super dominant. Wow, that's amazing. So, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, it's happening. I keep on telling everyone, it's happening, people. I keep on telling everyone, it is happening. Hillary Clinton is going to become the Democratic nominee. I have said this every day. I have explained exactly why. I have not just said this because, of the walking criminal part who cheated Bernie. This has nothing. I actually, in terms of audacity, I actually admire Clinton. The audacity is amusing. the sheer they call it like, oh, tone deaf, but it's not. It's a brazen quest. It's a brazen quest for political influence. It's unbridled ambition, not seen since Attila the Hun. Or Genghis Khan. And it's like, Teresa King, thank you. Exactly, Jessica, exactly. That would be great. I'm telling you, everyone, this is going to be such an amazing year. Because like Democrats are like, oh, Trump's personality, he's tearing away at the fabric of our nation. Then Clinton's running, it's like, okay. It's like Zora Majora, thank you. Thanks for making me look psychic to my family. Yes! Zora Majora, yes! Thank you. Thank you for the kind words. I have to tell everybody, this is so interesting. This is so interesting how if you look at how the media is portraying or how the media is communicating everything, and they're trying to smooth out and they're trying to rewrite history. They are trying to rewrite 2016 and erase, whether it's Facebook ads or Twitter ads or, oh my God, they put a publisher in jail and God bless him and he should be free. Every single reason, every single excuse they're trying to rehash. Oh, wait, really? Did you have to talk about Clinton's emails? Like, it's not her emails. It was a server that was just basically a criminal enterprise. And that is James Comey stated all those things. And then he said, she didn't mean to do it. It was a cover-up. Anybody else would have been indicted, but that's not the point. Nobody knows how she transferred top secret and special access program intelligence outside of the United States government. But the real issue is the Golden Moon was gonna lose. Okay, Clinton's gonna lose to Trump again. That is it. If you watch sports, you kind of know. Like, look, the Buffalo Bills, great sports team, great dynasty in its own right. Not Super Bowl champs, but 4 straight AFC championships. Okay. But you knew when they played, they were actually favored to defeat the Giants. But after that, you kind of knew there was something going on. And you knew that, the Redskins, and then and then Dallas twice. And you just knew there was something going on. So Clinton doesn't have the formula to defeat anyone. I'm talking President Obama. I'm talking Bernie Sanders. I'm talking Donald Trump. If you put somebody with a distinct message next to Clinton, there is zero chance that Madam Cyber Hack will win. I stated in 2015 that Clinton was unelectable. She will lose again. She will lose again. It's just a matter of how Democrats react to the loss. Now, the hilarious thing is you're going to see more people become H.A. Goodman. You're going to see more people focus on the criminality associated with the Golden Muumuu. You're going to see more people say, hey, wait a second, this is a criminal. This is a person who runs. These are two people. Oh, my goodness, I told her not to run. I said, my love, you don't have to do it 20 times. You don't have to run for president 500 million times. But she don't listen. So what can I do? And by the way, she's running in 2024. Okay? Because in 2024, if they don't let Tulsi Gabbard, actually, if they don't give Tulsi Gabbard an actual chance to win, because by that time Bernie will be like 100 years old, or he'll be in his 80s. He'll still be able to run, I guess, but like Tulsi Gabbard can win. They will not allow, as long as they won't allow that, they will not win. And Democrats in the House are all talk. All they care about is impeaching Trump. They don't care about actual policies. So you have to look and you have to say, okay, well, what happened to the Democratic Party? Okay, you had Jimmy Carter, and then after Jimmy Carter, his 4 years weren't. Let's say they were filled with events that the average American found unacceptable. So they said, we're going with Reagan. And you have Reagan for 8 years. The economy, there was a tremendous increase in GDP in the economy. Then you had George Herbert Walker Bush. And then you had 12 years of Republicans. And then it seemed like the Democrats would never become president again. I mean, would never get the executive branch again. Then Bill Clinton came and he said, I'm not like Jimmy Carter. And, I'm actually going to bring the Democratic Party. I'm actually going to bring the Democratic Party towards the center right, or center left, mainly towards the center. He was infinitely more conservative than Hubert Humphrey or Jimmy Carter. Then you got George W. Bush for 8 years. Then you had President Obama for 8 years. And then Democrats said, well, we can never lose again because look at the demographic shifts. And look, I mean, obviously because of the demographic shifts and because the media is on our side always, and eventually they'll become activists and not journalists. We'll never lose again. There's only one problem with that. President Obama defeated Hillary Clinton. There was meritocracy. Bill Clinton was able to defeat other politicians within the primary in 1993 or 92. I should say 92. So wait, 1992. Let's see. There was a system of meritocracy. 92. There was a system of meritocracy where you had to. Bill Clinton defeated. Okay, he ran away with it. I remember Paul Tsongas, and then he defeated Jerry Brown too. He ran away with it. But no, that was in the 92 Democratic. Oh, that was in Iowa. Wait, I'm looking at. Hold on. No. Delegate. No, yeah. Eventually, the delegate. Yeah, he ran away with the whole thing. But there was a system of meritocracy. People could actually break out and win. People could actually say, people that could actually compete, and they could, their message is what counted. All right? Quinn Smith! Baby needs a new pair of shoes. Quinn Smith! Quinn Smith. I used to be a financial advisor a long time ago. And I worked with a gentleman from another country. And he, when he was buying or selling a stock, he would say, Papa needs a new shoes. Quinn Smith. Thank you. Quinn Smith. Thank you. Very much. Thank you. But I know this is really boring, and if this puts you to sleep, this would be, perfect because it's late at night. But with Clinton, there is no semblance of meritocracy. The Democratic Party will not allow a President Obama or a President Bill Clinton to win. Because if they did, they would allow somebody like Tulsi Gabbard or Bernie Sanders. Through meritocracy, through the energy they bring, the political party would allow that voice to not only be heard, but they would allow that voice to rise. After President Obama, and President Obama's David Plouffe, the campaign manager, complained. Clinton tried every trick in the book, every dirty tactic, and President Obama still won, but her influence within the political party wasn't the same as it was now. When the Golden Moo lost, what took place was in 2008, she said, okay, I'm going to become Secretary of State, and by 2016, it's not going to be an issue. Then they didn't count on Bernie Sanders. They didn't count on the actual embodiment. They didn't count on the embodiment, the George McGovern of this. They considered him a modern day George McGovern. Okay, but you have to understand, at least whether it's Hubert Humphrey or George McGovern or Bill Clinton or President Obama, they were allowed to compete in a somewhat fair primary. Okay? Bernie Sanders was not. All what happened was, had they rolled with Bernie Sanders, they would have actually won. In 2016, I would have been right. I had the pulse of what was going on. Thank God Trump won. Because Bernie would have kowtowed to Comey and to Clinton and to everyone else. But they said, no way, you ain't winning. and the Democratic Party was utilized against Bernie Sanders. They rigged and cheated one candidate. They had never done that ever. And at least not in a presidential, maybe in local politics, sure, but not in a presidential campaign. Okay? Not nearly to the extent where they're actively campaigning against a specific candidate. And media was completely different too. Tamra, thank you. Thank you for the kind words. So there is no system of meritocracy within, whether it's Hubert Humphrey or George McGovern or Jimmy Carter or Bill Clinton or President Obama. There was a system of meritocracy in the Democratic Party that allowed the most capable candidate to become the nominee. That ended in 2008. And then in 2016, you had Clinton. You also had a Democratic Party that had an agreement with Clinton. There never before was an agreement with one political candidate. There never before was a Democratic Party that funneled money into a candidate. Sandiford! Hillary Clinton is hilarious and competent. His money has kept going. Sandiford, money, exact. Thank you. Money, and also connections in media. So it's true. So now you have a person who cannot win, and they're going to go through this all over again. They're going to go through this all over again. They're going to lose again. And whether or not Democrats actually regroup and restructure and are completely obliterated, whether or not that happens is a toss-up, because Clinton will run again in 2024. So, Carl's opinion. Mr. Goodman, because of Carl's opinion, I hope all is well. Say hello to Cartman for me. Hope all is well. Thank you for it, always. Mr. Goodman, because of you, I now always look for a Clinton connection. Here's one. The dinner with Biden, Clapper, Comey, Brennan, Italian Prime Minister. Yeah. Wow. Attended by big Clinton donor. Exactly. Carl's opinion. Exactly. Carl's opinion, what did Groucho Marx say? Oh no, I think it was George Carlin. It's a big club and we're not invited. Hold on. It's a big club and you ain't in it. That's what. That's what George Carlin said. It's a big club and you ain't in it and you and I ain't in it, and so that's the thing. It's Carl's opinion. You know what the whole thing is about. The Democratic Party doesn't exist the way it used to exist. It doesn't exist the way it used to exist. And so that's the thing. The Democratic Party is it used to be a political party where the best or brightest, or I guess the message, I should say, resonated with voters. In 2016, Bernie Sanders, if given a fair chance, would have won. If given a fair chance, would have won. They are now backtracking ever since, and they're making it a spectacle. They're making it. They are actually, the contempt people have for Trump is not healthy, because his personality. The contempt they have is more a reflection of themselves than Trump's personality. Suddenly they care about personality. Did they care about personality when President Obama engaged in a failed NATO intervention? Or Bush's personality when he was engaging in horrendous, never-ending quagmires? Did they care about President Obama's personality when he drank Flint water? Where was the personality contest? Where was the personality contest? Obama drinks Flint water as he urges children to be tested for lead. What kind? This is USA Today. Why would you drink Flint water and then urge people to be tested for lead? Is that an example of a great personality? You could take all of Trump's tweets and still it won't be as egregious or as offensive. It was what President Obama did, drinking Flint water and then saying, oh, by the way, kids should be tested for lead. Well, why'd you drink the water? If you knew it wasn't safe, and it wasn't safe even after you drank the water. Because that was May 4th, 2016. It wasn't safe then. Why would you drink Flint water? Why would you drink Flint water? Is that an example of a great personality, a moral presidential leader? No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. I'd rather have Trump's tweets than Libya, or than Libya being destroyed under President Obama. I'd rather have the first president to step foot in North Korea to begin a series, to begin détente between two countries. Then and I'll take, and then you have the most duplicitous, it was just disappointing what he did, Obama drinks filtered city water in Flint to show it's safe. It still wasn't safe. A year later, quote, our water is not safe until all the lead is out of our plumbing. All the lead in our plumbing is out. How do you? I mean, they talk about personality, and it's like it's all. Listen, they're going to say this is Clinton's. This is one of the reasons why Clinton will lose, because she doesn't offer a specific message, and what they'll say is, well, you know what? At least she's more presidential. You might not win any personality contests with the golden muumuu, but at least she's more presidential. So then you have, this is second-tier Democrats running out of money. It's like Sanford, President Trump could cure cancer, and some people would say, exactly. Sanford, exactly. That's right. People say Sanford, exactly. It's like when it's kind of like when people say I'm unsubbing, I shake good mood, because I don't want to, Because like I get it, people they don't want to talk about the golden one, but oh my God, when she runs, please just do it already. Please, we're waiting. Hasn't Beto O'Rourke suffered enough, Hillary? I mean, really. Sandiford, exactly. No matter what Trump does, it's never enough. It's always his personality. You know what it is? If you ever debate somebody, it's like, so what? Like it's not even an acknowledge. They won't even acknowledge. There's no point. There's absolutely, positively no point in actually debating anyone. That's a good one too, Steve Smith. The uranium moo. Yes, that's a good one too. Second tier Democrats running out of money. No way. Second tier Democrats face do or die phase. As Iowa Democrats begin to coalesce around a few front-running candidates, those who are still struggling to build support in this first of the nation are facing growing pressure to gain momentum or quit. If you haven't gained momentum now, I was writing about Bernie Sanders when he was at 4%. Carl's opinion! And they did care about the separation. Oh, that's right. A separation of powers and 3 co-equal branches of government when President Obama did not fire Brennan after it was exposed that Brennan spied on the Senate Intel Committee and Dianne Feinstein specifically. Exactly. And he lied under issues. But he's undergoing the time warp again. Boxer pause, however. I'm back from the time warp. And we've won, everyone! We've won! Yes, it was so great! I came back from November 2020. It was fantastic. Oh my God. The Democrats might learn their lesson. They might not. Who knows? We never know with Democrats. This is like quantum physics time right here with Clinton. It's like they actually, you remember Tron, the movie Tron? The movie Tron is like, they're stuck in a video game. That's the thing. They're stuck in a video game. And their whole thing is like, they think that they think they're living in reality, but in reality, they have no free thought. So they're just going to vote for Clinton again. She's running again. It's like, they keep on doing the same thing over again, and they keep losing. They keep losing. So, I don't know. It's like, let's read this article right here. Where is this article right here? Okay, hold on one second. Leave it to Clinton to make Zuckerberg look Human also. It's like, Zuckerberg should pay a price for hurting democracy. Like, what? What? You haven't even proven that the Kremlin ordered the Facebook ads because they were afraid of Hillary. Nobody's proven anything. This is going to be hilarious. It's going to be so awesome. Oh my goodness. This will be great. Everyone's going to be like, the Democrats are going to be like, oh, what? Oh my God. Oh my God, really? Oh. And they're going to be like, if Biden can run, why not Clinton? So this article in The Hill is hilarious. Like, everyone's losing money. They can barely make it to Iowa. It's like none of them. The only person who is really interesting is Tulsi Gabbard, and they made sure that, because, she works for Russia, so. Jack Gold! Won't just buy ads again. That's what, presumably, the whole thing was nonsense to begin with, but I guess Zuckerberg's like, we're going to find out if, the Kremlin's buying ads anymore. Tammy, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Carl's opinion, thank you so very much. I think I've put enough people to sleep tonight. And we're just waiting. I know, Colonel Quayle, I know. I love Nate Diaz. I love both the Diaz brothers. I love them. I think they're awesome. And that was I saw the result of the fight this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much. To my super chat, Carl's opinion, thank you. And it's going to be awesome. I mean, absolutely awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, everyone. Have a great evening. Check out H.A. Goodman's other channel right now. Thank you.